Oh, and away we go. What to talk about today? Well, I put a video on my community page and tagged old Uncle Will in it. It was about what's going on with flights and stuff like that. People are delayed and they're hungover, and it seems to be a big rigmarole. and I just thought some of the things he said were interesting, and Uncle Will just replied back. What's your reply back? Well, I'm not flying. It's not my problem. Just thought you might want to know, hey, why do you guys not have air traffic controllers? If that's out all of a sudden, there's just asking the questions, Bob. These are things you should ask yourself. Don't get so stuck in Satan. Try to come to the light, bud. The light is through your fear where you got to ask the real questions, Uncle Will. What do you think? Do you think the Galactic Federation of Aliens is real? Based on the evidence that Carl has shown you throughout the years, brother. Do you think that we have the right to know from Donald Trump who's lying to us? Uncle Will, who's setting us up? That damn Canada, that Canadian defense minister who told us about the Galactic Federation of Aliens. He was on that Vlad show. See, I don't know. You got to watch that. Uh, I don't know. You might want to look into Black, but he went to your Congress too. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the Galactic Federation is real. I'm just trying to make sure that hey, we could bumblefuck their plans. You know what I mean? If they're not, maybe they are. Because this defense minister in Canada, bud, he said the Galactic Federation of Aliens think you should stop fracking about. They don't like all your fracking. You know what I mean? But Donald's a fracker, eh? So he'd be going against the Galactic Federation. That's just what he said, though. Paul Hillier, I think his name was, but Hillier, or something like that. You can go check it out. Canadian Defense Minister, real one, buddy. Your Congress, right? Your mumbo jumbo isn't evidence. Well, but I'm not saying he's telling the truth, but we should. Are we supposed to believe our government officials? When are we supposed to believe him? Was he a kook? Was he a kook? Well, but the best part, man, is the Israeli space minister. Hey, now we know what we got to watch over in Israel, right? Thou shalt not kill and covet thy neighbor. They're not good at that. So are they good at relinquishing information to us humanoids? Was that a setup? Their way to tell us that Donald Trump knows about the Galactic Federation of Aliens. Dude, that was on CNBC. Your fucking real news told you this about this dude, but and they said they'd reached out to Donald Trump's people, but they hadn't received anything back. You think that's something that you'd keep on top of, right? Like, prove that that fucking Israeli space minister is a cuckoo brain, or you don't think that you deserve to know, hey, well, hey, what if there's a bunch of aliens running around out there and you're unaware of it? And what if they love you, Uncle Will, and they want a better world for you, but they can't come down and see the you that you are right now? Ooh, you're dark and ugly, buddy. Come on, come to Jesus, buddy. Grow your wings, honey. You can't get them overnight. You got to grow them. Reach down, have that relationship with Jesus, bud, because he's in you, Uncle Will. He told you that, bud. And he'd love for you to come meet him. He's always there. You just got to turn around and do the hokey pokey. Oh, Willer. What do you think? Should we find out from Don? Because remember, bud, in my delusional times, I had to ask Donald Trump the question whether the Galactic Federation of Aliens existed, and he had to tell the truth. What would he say if Jesus was standing in front of him? And well, he'd spend eternity in hell in an instant if he didn't answer right. I'm not saying whether they do exist or not. I'm just saying we need the truth from Don. No art of the deal, no nothing, just the art of God. Hey, buddy. So I got Don on my TV, right? I gotta investigate what he's doing so I can tell you, Uncle Will. I bet you're excited to get your $2,000 check, eh, bud? Are you fucking excited about that? This is what I don't get. It's your money, dude. You guys pay the tariffs. You American folk, you regular folk, you pay the whole tariff price. It's those guys with money. They get the government discounts, eh? Now I checked this out because I asked my wife, I was like, please help me out. I want to discuss this with the people on YouTube because I don't want to be lying about like Martin Speaks. Help me out, Joanna. So I said to Joanne, like my wife, I was like, okay, so they're going to give them $2,000 checks. This is actually their money. And I said, I know that the government said that they were giving the fucking car companies money and the big companies that were being hit with the tariffs. And I asked her, I said, can you check it out? Because that'd be really shitty if that was like taxpayer funded. That'd be super shitty. But let me tell you, that's not the way it works. Okay, Martin? Don't get excited. No, they just get discounts, but so like say the tariff percentage is 20%, maybe they get a 5% or off. They only have to pay 15. Whereas if it's you, you get the full 20, bud. You sound mad at our president. You think he cares about you. Okay. Okay. These immigrants that he's taking care of for you guys. Let's talk about that. Martin, has Donald Trump ever hired immigrants over American workers? Was that Donald Trump? Answer the question, Martin. Martin, did he pick immigrants over you? He loves you, Martin. Did he hire your kind, Martin, or did he hire from outside of the country? Save him some moolah money. Why would I care about something oh so petty? I'm asking you to look into it, bud, or be an idiot because you're an idiot if you don't care about that. Why are rules for thee not rules for him? But hey, it wasn't a setup, Marty. This whole immigration thing, it wasn't a setup, was it? And guess who paid for the setup? You guys. And don't worry, Canada's still getting set up. Get you guys all play the strong hand, and now you gotta have ice and all this other stuff. And it's hey, Martin, I have no problems with immigrants coming over. If they got a job and they got a clean record and all that stuff, howdy doody, come on over. If you're getting a job that a Canadian doesn't want. Now there should be no subsidies like there are in Canada. Like hire an immigrant, you don't have to pay. The taxpayers will pay that fella. Anyways, bud, we were all set up because, like I said, I don't have a problem with that. If you want to, if you see an opportunity, why not? but don't be a burden on the society. Don't come over and like they're getting hotels to live in and stuff like that. Like if you're coming over, you should like already have a job and shit like that ready and all that, or have somebody who's saying, "Hey, I'll be financially responsible to help this person till they get on their feet," sort of thing. But no, you guys were giving them cell phones and shit. Here, taxpayer funded. Here, take this. And when we call you, fucking get, immigrants get more money than a welfare recipient. How can you pay somebody who's illegal in the country with legal tender? I keep saying this. This is our money. How can you give it to illegals? Okay, Martin. Martin, you don't want to go look and see if he's hired immigrants. We've okay. I'm just saying it might have been a plan to bring the strong hand. You know what I mean? Just like they're gonna siphon people out like you, Martin. They're gonna make it so you can't live. You got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and they got a nice little concentration camp right ready for you, Martin. They'll whip you right back into shape, buddy. Right into the Jesus that they want you in. All Jesus. You're just gonna be grateful for the bitch that you are. Okay, Martin. Now we're gonna look into something else for Trump. Now, if he tells you guys it's bad to buy from China, right? And it should be always America, America, America. Now you go check these out for yourself, bud. David Letterman, Donald Trump. David Letterman exposes Donald Trump first talking America, America, America. And then he checks the tag to see where Donald's shit is made. And it said, China, China. And well, you would think that, well, that was in the past. Those ties and that was in the past, bud, right? His Bibles, bud. His precious God Bless America Lee Greenwood edition fucking Bibles, bud. Straight out of China. Now, if you want to get the information for that, I got that from Barack Obama. Is Barack a liar? I don't know, but he don't have paperwork to be an American. Look that one up too, Martin. Okay, so we're talking about the purchases of goods from China. Well, he purchased other goods and they weren't from China and they weren't from America. Now, a man who's going to tell you alcohol is so bad, Martin, bad, 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 bad. Do you think that man should sell alcohol? Martin, you're so mind fucked, bud. Well, Trump vodka. You can go Google that one. And if you really want to try some, Martin, if you're feeling down and you want to bring yourself back up in some fucking hatred spirits, have some Trump vodka, but you'll have to order it straight out of